Now on to the Monday night game. Here we go. The New Orleans Saints at Kansas City taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, Interesting questions for Kansas City all week. Big questions at receiver now that Rasheed is out. Um, some positive news. Rasheed Rice is going to get more tests. So he's not necessarily lost for the season yet. Obviously, we don't expect him back for anytime soon. Pacheco, I think it's going to be 6, maybe 7 more weeks, maybe 5 if we're lucky. So some key injuries. I think Mahomes and the Chiefs and Kelsey getting back to normal. I think they can handle this. These setbacks at receiver for this week, I think they beat New Orleans. Offensively, I think the same questions have risen up for the Saints that we've always had with Derek Carr led offenses. The defense is humming. The defense looks great. They didn't allow a single touchdown versus the Atlanta Falcons last week. I thought they should have won that game. But with that being said, I do think the champs have been in and won every game this year. I don't think it stops on Monday in prime time. The only thing I want to look out for as far as the Chiefs, are you interested in any of these receivers who have been rumored to go to Kansas City? I have heard a lot about Devontae Adams. We've heard a little bit Amari Cooper. We've heard some DJ Moore even, as well as Keenan Allen, Adam Thielen, D-Hop, Calvin Ridley. Are there any guys that appeal to you for the Kansas City Chiefs?
I mean, I don't know if you're ready to trade Amari Cooper, Mike, but I'm certainly not ready to trade DJ Moore to the Chiefs. And I don't think that the Raiders are going to be trading Devontae Adams to the Chiefs. I think this goes back to an NFL where are you going to be the team that throws the Chiefs a lifeline here at 4-0 and allows them to totally reinvigorate and reinvent their offense with a wide receiver of their choosing? Even if it's a guy like Keenan Allen, I think that's a significant pickup when you pair him with Patrick Mahomes. I would imagine that most of the league is not going to allow, unless they're sweetening the deal and paying a significant premium, I wouldn't allow Kansas City to have my receiver for anything less than their first-round pick at this point, if they're that desperate. They shouldn't be worried about where they're going to be slotted. They're already 4-0, and they've got their eye on winning a third Super Bowl. So if they're having to trade pick 32, so be it. But teams should not be giving them any kind of discount, even if they're the only team that's in the market for seriously in the market for a wide receiver, because they're not going to be. There are going to be teams that are looking to improve to that level. I could never see the Raiders trading Devontae Adams to the Chiefs to then absolutely cook the Raiders for years going forward.
If he got
who knows?
released,
He certainly wants out of town.
Where I think the red meat comes with it in terms of who they may be looking for, just given the start that the Miami Dolphins have had, maybe you look at bringing back Tyreek Hill, but I think an even
that
more
would be insane.
It would be insane. I think it would be a shot in the arm that they need to pair Xavier Worthy and Tyreek Hill on that offense. I mean, that's your speed demon deep threat. That's your speed demon over the middle. Another one where I think it could also be dangerous would be a guy like DeAndre Hopkins, who may want out of Tennessee right now, just given all of the questions on the offensive side of the ball with them. I think that's, if you're Patrick Mahomes, you take either of them and run.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna look elsewhere, you may have to clear some cap room. I think more so with Tyreek Hill. Obviously, given the contract that he has, being younger than DeAndre Hopkins. But I mean, if you want to do DeAndre Hopkins on a 1-2 year deal, maybe even 1 year deal, it's not a bad move if you're the Kansas City Chiefs. Just to make up for the Rasheed Rice injury.
Well, yeah, I would need 4 first-round picks for Tyreek Hill if I was Miami. But I do like Adam Thielen. To me, seems like a rational, why not go get him? But yeah, I was just really naming those names because there's been some rumors popping up about him throughout the weeks. Devontae Adams, obviously, I know Vegas would not trade for him.
I got a name for you.
Go ahead.
Cooper Kupp.
Why?
I think right now, just given the injury history and how much Sean McVay is, I don't think the Rams are going anywhere this year.
Sure.
He's coming off the injury. What is going to be the contract situation going forward? I mean, maybe he's a guy you look at just in terms of saying buy him out from that contract, see what he can get. I mean, he's not on a mega multi-year deal after this. I think if he gets healthy, Patrick Mahomes is a guy who, I mean, we've seen it. We've even seen it work with Kelsey this year on guys who have, quote unquote, limited mobility, still being able to get them the ball 9-10 targets a game, especially target them in the red zone. He may become a major favorite of Patrick Mahomes if they can make it work, financially. You never know. I mean, I don't think LA is really going anywhere this year. And, the struggles they've had offensively, Cooper Kupp's been out for him. He's not doing them any favors on the bench, so could be somewhere to look.
Very fair. Very fair.
I mean, I think realistically what we're going to see is just the Chiefs find ways to lean on guys like Juju Smith-Schuster, Xavier Worthy. I mean, obviously Travis Kelce. I don't know if they need to desperately make some move to replace Rashee Rice necessarily, because I mean they are 4-0 and they've they're in a good spot with Pat Mahomes as their quarterback, and not even playing that great of Pat Mahomes football, I should say, and being able to have them at 4-0. So they shouldn't have to do anything desperate necessarily, but I find some value, even if it's not trading for Cooper Kupp or trading for a star, because that could upend multiple franchises making that kind of move. And again, nobody wants to throw them a lifeline, but
they brought in Kareem Hunt. They brought in Kareem Hunt. I mean, Carson Steele hasn't exactly been the world beater I think people would have thought they were going to be. The injury to Pacheco is obviously, hampering the offense, but you got to lean on Patrick Mahomes. Like, it's still working out for them, but I'd be curious to see how Kareem Hunt is, transitioned into this offense, even as a, short down pass catcher. Being able to move the ball in short down situations, it could be quite the boost to them. But I don't see them looking to the running back market at this point. I think pass catcher, especially given the injury to Rice, is going to be top priority. But we'll see where they go from there.
Good points. Very good.
But, I mean, I think I should say just though with this game against the Saints on Monday Night Football, I take the Chiefs. I think that in this game, Patrick Mahomes is going to do what he has to do to win. But I think the key is going to be Chris Jones absolutely wrecking shop and, forcing Derek Carr to speed up his clock quicker than he otherwise would have, especially against that depleted Saints offensive line. And so, give me the Chiefs to keep it rolling, but give me Chris Jones as the MVP of this game.
Right.
A couple of big plays.
I mean, that defense has really kind of been the MVP of this team to this point. I mean, 20, 25, 22, or 20, 26, or 20, 25, 17, and 10 so far this year. I mean, they really have stepped up to, make up.
Today, Junior.
My buddy's like a coder or something.
Falls on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah. Great points.